Hey, what up, guys? This is your boy, That Comics Guy. Another video I thought I'd do real quick while I talk about, excuse me, what's happening with Spider-Man right now, with the storyline called The Clone Conspiracy. For those of you who are reading this current storyline, you know what's going on, okay? Uh, Prior to the Jackal's identity being revealed, uh, pretty much everybody thought that the Jackal that, with the red suit and the mask, weird looking mask thing, a lot of people thought that was Ben Riley. Okay. I kind of had a hunch that maybe a lot of people were correct, but then at the same time, I was like, well, maybe this guy is just Miles Warren, and he's just changing things up a bit. Lo and behold, in the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man, it was either the second to last issue of Amazing or the last issue of Clone Conspiracy. And one of the previous issues that have just been released, basically, um, Spider-Man punches Jack on the face so hard the mask comes off, and then lo and behold, his identity is revealed to be that of Ben Riley. Now, I understand what went down in the mid '90s. I know all about the Clone Saga. I wasn't reading the books back then because I was young, and my comic book reading was on and off. But nevertheless, I read Spider-Man comics here and there. I believe there's like two issues, one or two issues from the Clone Saga I own, and that's it. But over the years, doing research and hearing about it, this and that, I know the infamous nature, if you will, of the Clone Saga. I know that originally it was supposed to be 3 months long, but Marvel saw that the storyline was making bank, and they extended it to a year. Um, Lo and behold, there was a lot of different clones. Things were going crazy left and right. Miles Warren was out of control. The storyline was out of control. Ben Riley, however, through all of that, Ben Riley proved to be popular enough that he got a fan base. Now, again, I wasn't reading really back then, so I don't have an attachment to Ben Riley. I don't have an attachment. So the fact that he's back now, I find it to be cool, and I'm of the camp that's either I don't love it, I don't hate it. I'm indifferent to it. I'm indifferent. I don't have an attachment to Ben Riley. I think he looks cool. Obviously, he looks like Peter, and because he's a clone and whatever. And back then, he dyed his hair blonde so he could pave the way for his own life or his own identity. Hence the name Ben Riley. So, Ben right now is doing this thing where he's bringing back people that Peter failed to save, both regular civilians and like Jean DeWolf, Captain Stacy. Well, you can't really count them as regular civilians, but just people that regular people that he couldn't save. Again, Jean DeWolf, Captain Stacy, Gwen Stacy, and a lot of villains. There was a big double page spread in one of the current issues where you see a whole bunch of villains. This was before the Jackal, before Riley was unmasked. He's showing Peter all the villains that he brought back. Um, the catch is all these clones need to swallow a pill to prevent clone degeneration, to essentially prevent them from dying. Now you got Doc Ock who recently came back, and that's a whole other story. But he came back, and I believe he's working on a way to prevent the clones from having to swallow those pills. If I remember correctly, I could be slightly wrong on that. Um, and yeah, and for now, Riley just is just showing how he's just trying to. It's being presented that he's a guy who has good intentions. He's not. It doesn't seem like he's trying to purposely f around with Peter's life. It seems as though he's trying to do Peter a solid. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just trying to do Peter a solid. Trying to make Peter feel good about the people that that have been lost over this guy over Peter's career as Spider-Man or whatever. And the storyline really seems and entertaining. And you have there's also Kane in the background who had his own book a couple of years ago. Uh, I've never quite been a big Kane fan. I thought the character in his original incarnation, his original look with the blue and the long hair, I thought that looked cool. Very 90s, obviously, but I thought it looked cool. And the costume he's rocking now, with the red motif and the black above the costume with the on his head and then around here. I dig the costume. I think the costume looks good. Um, he's messed up right now because he's degenerating or whatever. He's about to die, but Anna Maria Marconi, who was the girlfriend of Dr. Octopus when he was inside Peter's body, she's working on a way to try to fix him. Um, so yeah, I mean this storyline is the prime example of why I'm a Spider-Man fan. Okay, this Spider-Man, he's had his ups and downs throughout, just like every other character throughout his publication history. But this storyline right here, the Clone Conspiracy, is a beautiful prime example of why Spider-Man comics are more or less must-read issues. Um, I'm excited to see where it goes. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comments. What are your thoughts? Do you hate the storyline? Do you like it? Let me know. I'm interested to see where it goes. I believe the next issue comes out next week, or maybe the second week of January. And I want to see what goes down. Knowing Peter's luck, things are going to go bad. Even with Ben Riley showcasing good intentions, something's going to happen where shit is going to hit the fan, essentially. And I'll be there to read it. This is your boy, That Comics Guy. Peace.